just a little update on the printer settings. So I wasn't really happy with it because it was still coming out a bit pink. There's still like a magenta cast to it, and that's what it's meant to look like. It's meant to be like a beigey brown rather than this pink. I mean, it's still a nice color, but not what I wanted. So I was playing around with it a little bit, and I changed the paper type to glossy, and it definitely comes out more purple, so that's not what I wanted. But then I did a little bit more research. Color profiles are really hard to understand, but eventually I turned color management back on. I thought that was a bad thing to do, but then I turned it on. I'll show you what I mean actually. So this is for max settings mostly, because it'll be a little bit different. So in color matching, it's on Epson color controls, which is good. And then when we go to color options, I normally have it on off, no color adjustment, because I don't want the printer to touch anything. But it turns out if you do manual settings, advanced settings, it'll be default on Epson Vivid, but if you go to Adobe RGB Gamma 2.2, this gives me the closest color output. So it's still got a very, very slight pink purpley tinge to it, but now I can kind of modify it here, I think. I think I can remove some of the magenta, but this is pretty close. This is a lot closer than I was before, so I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, just a little update if you're having some problems with your printer printing out the right color. Hey guys, it's Monday. Kevin is behind me. I told him to put noise cancelling headphones on so he couldn't hear me while I talk, because that's really embarrassing. Anyway, I am back in the studio, hopefully a lot more this week. I got some clips last week, but I didn't get to talk much at all, and I don't know if it's enough for a whole studio vlog, so what I'm gonna do is edit that and see what I have. If it's not enough, I might combine today with last week and then do Tuesday to Friday for this week's studio vlog, if that makes sense. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but anyway. That's the first thing on my to-do list, got my talking prompts. And the second thing is, while I'm editing that, I'm going to finish restocking the stickers, which I did start last week, but because I couldn't get into the studio that often, it got interrupted. And my Cricut's being really annoying, and it's doing weird cuts again. It's so like temperamental, but I'm going to keep trying that and keep cutting that out. I have a lot of seconds now, which for 2020 is one of the things to do. I'm going to start listing some seconds because like most of them are good. The white spacing around the stickers is just not consistent because for some reason the Cricut is just not cutting it accurately, but we'll see. So I'm going to try that again. Got a bunch of stickers here to restock. A couple more of these. I usually only restock around 3 of each, but I think I'm going to do around 5 now. And these are the self-care labels. Also, I don't know where they are, but I was also going to restock some of the journal prompts. The journal prompts as well. So what I've been doing is I want them to be like the planner labels. So see how there's 2 separate colors? I mean 2 different colors? 2 sets of what? 2 sets of color. What am I saying? So there's 2 sheets with different colors, but this one was the same. So I was working on creating different colors for the second sheet, and that's when I ran into some printer problems, but then I fixed it, and I talked about that already. You would have already known that, but this is going to be the second color. So it's going to be this on one side and then this one on the other, just to have something different. So this one I've done, and then I just have these left to restock. I've already printed so many of these, but they keep, the cuts just keep messing up, so. And then with these packaging labels, I don't have them on the journal prompts, so I want to get that, those packaging stickers for the journal prompts as well. And I'm also missing them on the circle stickers. I'm sweating. Okay, so I'm a little bit behind on things. My weeks have been kind of interrupted. I haven't really had a full week in the studio. This is the start of the first full week in the studio. But now that Kevin has quit his job, it's going to be a little bit harder as we try to find a routine that works for the both of us. It should only be for about a month or so. Once we come back from that trip, then we can start making plans towards moving out. And so we just got to stick this out for like a month and a half, try to find a routine. It's really hard because we're going back and forth between his place and then my place, but we're both staying at his place. It's so confusing and my stuff is everywhere, and I just can't wait for this to be over. I can't wait to have things in one place. I've just been living like this for years now. That's where I'm at right now. So the studio vlogs might look a little weird for the next month or so, but hopefully we try to find a new routine. So I'm gonna get to work on that, and then I'll check in later because I have so much to update you guys about. I have so much to show you because I've been working at home but haven't been able to film it because I left my camera here. Anyway, it's been a mess, but I'm gonna try to see how much of this studio vlog I have. This would have already been decided by the time you see this. Okay, time to restock some stickers and edit that vlog. Can you hear me?
A little bit.
Oh no!
It's fine.
I'm sweating. It's been so long since I've talked on camera. wanted to share a special delivery that I got yesterday from Dear Bambino. She has an Etsy store. I will link it below. Thank you so much, Bambi. She made this notebook and these really cute stickers. Oh my goodness. Little Dachshund. I had to get this one. I don't have a Dachshund, but I would like one. And this little panda, little surprise panda. So cute. She's so talented. And this notebook, the cover is really, really nice. She said it's like a linen, but it's so nice. It's a really nice thick notebook. You guys know that I don't need another notebook, but this is really nice. And I'm so happy to be able to support her back. Thank you so much, Bambi. The shipping was really fast. And I love the rounded corners of these pages as well. I don't know what to use it for yet. I really hate ruining notebooks for the first time. Maybe for my Patreon planning. Today I don't know if I've talked it all today. It feels like I have, but I don't think so. I've just recorded well, not just, I did it this morning, but I recorded the Patreon podcast and that is now up for all tiers of Patreon, for all patrons. I get confused between those words all the time. I don't know how people do it. But that podcast is up. It's about 30 minutes long. It was really fun to film. It was really fun to record and pretty easy. I did very, very minimal editing. I didn't really want to edit it, but it's kind of inevitable that I'm going to stumble over my words. And there are a few awkward pauses as I'm trying to think of what to say because I stumble over my words a lot. So I just cleaned it up a little bit. But for the most part, didn't have to do much. I really liked doing that and I can't wait to do another one. As I was doing it, I was thinking that I might eventually switch to fortnightly ones because a month is quite long if you're trying to update someone on things that are going on in your life. And if it turns out that I have a lot to share in a month, I might try to split it up into 2 months. Anyway, and then I did the album artwork for it, something really simple, but I cracked myself up and I drew the little microphone that I use, a little blue snowball. I thought that was hilarious, so I just added that in. I just showed you guys Bambi's awesome notebook and her stickers. I don't know where to put it. I don't want to waste it, but they're so cute. I have finished cutting the planner labels and I just need to package them now. The only thing is it's coming out a little bit darker than the original one. And I might need to desaturate it or something. I think that might be why. This one is not too bad. But still, again, can you see? It's just a little bit too saturated. It's still pretty good. I still really like the colours. This is on the new sticker paper with the new printer settings. So I'm going to package it out. Those are the self-care planner labels. And there's still one in the Cricut. Awesome. Okay, so I have 2.5 because the first one I messed up a little bit, but that's okay. I'll keep that one. So I've done that. I've restocked all my stickers. Let me check my to-do list. What is next? This was my notes for the podcast. I just wrote down some notes before I started just so I had a list to go off if I forgot what I was talking about, which I did plenty of times. I went off track so many times. I have a bunch of notepads here because these are all from Kiki K. And I've had these for maybe collectively 5 years, maybe? Over the years. I've stopped buying them now because this is getting out of hand. But it's too dark. Sorry. So I've stopped buying these, but I still haven't used them up. So what I was thinking was in my planner, there are a lot of blank pages I can still use, but the back is no longer relevant, or I've printed some printables on scrap paper. So the back is just random uni notes or things like that. What I was thinking was, this is a pretty good A5 size, and I could just paste it on and make the backside pretty and use up more scrap paper, if that makes sense. So I was thinking of doing that. So I might do that now, just try to fill up some pages, try to clean up my planner because this is all still from 2019, maybe 2018. No, I think it's all 2019. Yeah, I am using my planner again, keeping everything together because I lose those scrap pieces of paper really easily, so I'm just keeping them in there. What else do I have to do? Oh yeah, I was supposed to check. I have lost my to-do list. Oh, I keep everything. It's on the back of a boarding pass. Who keeps that? I do. It's really nice paper though, I gotta admit. It's like very, very thick matte paper. So I have done the podcast. Oh yes, okay. So the newsletter was meant to go out yesterday, but I wanted to get the A6 and personal week planner up first. So I've finished those. I just need to get the listings up. So I'm going to do that now. And then I'm going to post the newsletter. As well as the newsletter, yesterday I also worked on the 2020... Was it yesterday? The day before? The 2020 wall calendar. It's a freebie that you can download if you sign up to the mailing list on my website. I don't need to link that. Just go to my website and you'll see that you can sign up to the mailing list to get the freebie. So if you're already subscribed to my newsletter, I will include the link in the newsletter.